Hey guys, it's Morgan, and we are back working on the 125. I'm so excited. I know it has been way too long since we've done this, but lots of things have been going on. Tons of just life things. Also, the WR was a big project. My kid got a new 250F, and new to him, and he's been racing that. And anyway, it's been nuts, but it is finally slowing down at the shop. It's going into winter, and things are calming down, so it is time to get back at this thing. So, guys, here we are. This is where it is right now. Let's recap everything we've done to this motorcycle. So this is a 2005 YZ125 originally. It is now a 144. We used an Athena big bore kit, and then we had Crankworks build and rebalance that crank to that piston. So this thing is not going to have excessive vibration. It should just be like a normal 125 as far as the vibration, which is pretty freaking minimal. So super excited about that. It's all brand new in the motor. The thing is ready to rock and roll. We have been through the suspension. We have revalved the forks and the shock, and we've gone through all new seals and bushings. Massive thank you to Intech USA for all those parts. Huge thank you to those guys that are massive sponsors of the channel. So make sure you shop at Intech USA if you need anything from SKF seals, Intech rotors, Del Saggio, Mr. Wolf, all that stuff. They sell all that stuff. And Q Springs, that's one of my favorite things that they sell. So, and then we've gone through and checked all the bearings. So the bearings are all greased and happy. None of them needed to be replaced. Very happy about that. Really happy about that. The carburetor has been rebuilt using an using a Tusk carburetor kit. So happy about that too. I'm fired up to get this thing done. And if you're new, we are giving this bike away when I'm done building it. So make sure you get some entries. There are lots of ways to do it now. You can go to www.highland-cycles.com. The landing page there shows you all the rules and how to do all the things. You can buy merchandise to get entries. You can send free entries in. But now we're also offering entries through using our Rocky Mountain ATV link. So that is brand new. I'm really happy about that. Rocky Mountain has nothing to do with this giveaway at all. They are just going to give me the information from the orders so that I can tabulate entries. So every $10 you spend at Rocky Mountain will get you one entry. Okay, so we got lots to do here. I forgot about that. And by the way, guys, quick update on a few tools I'm using here. The lift from Harbor Freight, been great. I don't love the fact that I have to pump it up and it makes that noise. That's definitely less cool, but than a pneumatic one. But I also don't have to have some big gnarly fancy air compressor here at the house, so that's nice. Also, really like the Tusk stand, guys. It has been flawless. I've had no issues with the jack. I've had no issues with the hydraulic part. Nothing. I do use the stop on it and the lock so that I don't put a bunch of pressure on that jack. Same with this lift. Like for instance, I'll show you. Take this guy. Boom. You just let that down. Rest on that. Then this guy. Go past there. And we got our stop for that. Hiding over here in our pile of parts. And yes, it's a gnarly pile of parts, but we are going to get her dialed in. Again. As long as you do that, guys, that hydraulic jack will last a very, very long time. All right, that's been a long time coming, but we got her. And look at it. Oh, I love it. So nice and tight. No, I mean, obviously the whole chassis is wiggling, but like no clunky. That's awesome. Everything's fresh. So stoked on this. So next, guys, I think we're going to, so when we get done with this bike, we're going to have all new tires and everything for it for the new winter of this motorcycle. But right now, I just want to get the thing together so we can get it out and test ride it and see if it's actually as good as we think it is. And if we need to do any jetting changes or anything like that, or any adjustments like that, we can do it before we put all the new tires on. So that is the way it's going to go. And yes, this thing is not going to be brand spanking new looking when it's all done. It's going to look really good and it's going to be mechanically perfect. But like the front wheel, it was spray painted at some point. The back wheel scratched up. It just is what it is, guys. If you haven't been paying attention to this build is more about building a functional and very good machine more than a show machine. So that's what we're doing. We're building a functional, awesome 125/144 out of this thing. And it's going to be very, very good, but it will not be mint looking. So just so you know, don't expect that. If you're entering the thing, don't expect to have a show quality looking motorcycle. If you win it, it will be a race quality, race winning level of motorcycle, just not all the looks. So anyway, let's get on with it. Let's put some wheels on this thing and kind of help balance this thing out. Actually, first I'm going to put the motor mounts on. Almost forgot about those. They go right there. Sweet. Okay. So I'm working through in my brain on how I want to do this, what I want to do next. I'm actually going to leave the wheels off for now. We're going to get the carburetor in place and then get radiators and hoses and all that stuff. Probably the wheels will actually come very, very towards the end. And guys, this is a series of builds. So we're just going to go until I'm done for the time, and then we'll end this video, whenever I decide I'm done for the day. But we are still rocking and rolling. So let's get the carburetor. I earlier had to go to the shop because I got these, and well, actually, I ruined these taking the thing apart because they're old and whatever, and I ordered them and I forgot them and I didn't bring them home, so I used my Mac Fox little grocery getter to go get them. So I got these now. Let's get this carburetor on and in place. And kind of thinking, I'm thinking about trying to clean things up as I move forward. So I'm trying to get all this cleaned up, and to do that, I need to install the carburetor, get the stator installed, flywheel, ignition cover, all that stuff. So we're just gonna keep rocking and rolling. One thing, guys, when you are doing any big work like this, make sure you take a real good look at reeds if you're dealing with a two-stroke. These ones look great. No light shining through that way. Yeah, everything is nice and happy and clean. So super happy about that. Make sure you pull the rag out of the hole. I won't mention how I know that doesn't work, but it doesn't. So there we go. V-force is installed. Carb boot. Now this, I have an extra gasket, that's just in case, but this boot has this ridge on it, and that is actually the gasket. That's all you really need. But I think I'm going to run a second gasket on here just to make sure it seals, because this is one of the areas that if you end up with an air leak, it can be really, really hard to find and super frustrating. And if it's bad enough, you can end up blowing the bike up because it'll lean out. So carb on. Happy about that. Now, this cable doesn't look great. I think I mentioned earlier, I'm really considering about putting a T-Rex Moto throttle on this. I'm probably gonna do that. But right now I need to get this thing to where I can roll it so I can do some other work and then get ready for the rest of this video series. So, right, that's on there. Feeling good about that. Anyway, we gotta get this stator onto here. No real crazy thing here except for, you see this ridge, you want that to line up with that point. So I'm gonna get that sucker mounted up. Take that back, guys. That ridge with that point inside there, not this point. There's a little line, even better, easier to line it up with. Before we do that, we're gonna take the woodruff key and put it into its home. There we go. You can actually do that after, but it's way more of a pain in the butt, so do that first. We're using our impact driver to get these screws nice and tight, so run them in by hand, and then I'm gonna take this, sit you over here for a second, put them on there, put just a tiny bit of tension the way you want it to go, tighter in this case, and that snugs them down nice and tight. Now, flywheel. The woodruff key, washer, nut. These are Hercules from Harbor Freight, which is seriously an awesome impact. Run that sucker on there. Make sure you put plenty of oomph on that. You do not want that coming loose. It's not the end of the world if it does, but you will be dead in the water wherever it happens if that loosens up and it shears the woodruff key. Just ask our friend Cody Webb. So I think that's good there. We go hunt down the ignition cover, get that on there, and make that so it's nice and clean and all, you know, sealed up. All right, ignition cover all cleaned up. Installed this sucker. And now we're going to mount our radiators. Super exciting. We also have bulletproof designs guards, so gonna get those mounted up too. Let's see. Pretty straightforward here, guys. Just 3 bolts. Get those on. I'm gonna grab the guards because I bet they have different bolts that go in here. So I'll be right back. All right, guys. I don't know where the bolts are for these radiators, and honestly, I probably got rid of them. I don't know. There's stacks of things around, but that's not one of them. So that is good that I also got this, the Tusk 180-piece metric motorcycle bolt kit, which works great for Japanese bikes. I also have the Euro version over there. Guys, the Tusk kits are phenomenal. They're really, really good bolts. I've never had a problem with them. Who knows? I'd probably even put the bolt. That's probably them. Anyway, yeah, I like them a lot. Again, a quick reminder, every $10 you spend at Rocky Mountain ATV through our link gets you an entry into winning this motorcycle. So let's grab some bolts and let's get these things mounted up. Come over here, grab our bulletproof guard. Looks like it goes that way. So you want to be, anything with multiple bolt holes, you want to be careful not to tighten anything down until you get all the bolts started, because if you look in here, it's hard to see. These bolts are not lining up because these are not brand new radiators. We did have them straightened, which is really rad, and then sealed up, which is good. So I'm super happy about that, but they are not perfectly straight. So I'm going to fiddle with these a little bit and get them to where they're going to work. So one thing to consider, guys, when you're doing this, there is a hose that goes between, and I'm not gonna clamp all this down. Oh, there we go. Sorry. And then do it. You got to do it now. If you don't now, you're gonna be pulling it back apart. So we are using our tough radiator hose kit. My guess is the top is the longer of the two. Install hose clamps first. Install hose onto that side. Looks like we ought to get the bottom one done too. in. Also hook up our overflow. Let's see, right there. All right. Pretty good there. Now we can start putting bolts in. Obviously this back bolt first because that's not connected to the brace. This is obviously infinitely easier with brand new radiators on a brand new bike, which is definitely what you want to do if you get a new bike, is put some Bulletproof Designs radiator guards on. Very first thing you do. But I didn't get this bike new, so it doesn't matter. And with enough work, you can make it work. What I'm going to do, you guys probably don't need to be with me for it necessarily. I'm going to put all the radiator hoses on. There's only 2 more left to do. All right, guys, that's gonna be the end of this video. Definitely didn't get quite as far as I was hoping to for this video, but it has been a very long time, many months since I started this video, putting this chassis back together. And as I expected, I'm missing and not finding lots of things. And that is honestly to be expected when you leave something sitting like this for this long in a pile like this. Not my best work, to be completely honest, not really proud of myself for the way this has gone because I just got so busy with so many other things. And I am actually working very hard on changing some of that. You guys should see some pretty cool changes coming with the channel and the shop very, very soon. Some really cool stuff. I'm excited. Yeah. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good. And I'm excited. I think you guys are going to like it. I'm going to like it. My family's going to like it. Everybody's going to be really happy about this. And we are going to get this thing back together. So let's make a plan on what the next things we are going to do. So obviously the motor's good. The chassis is good. Next thing we need to do, I'm going to make a list of things that we need to purchase. Let's look at the bike. First of all, I am missing the front axle nut. I believe it could be on the ground over there, but I think we actually stole it and put it on Ewan's bike or something. So let's make a thing over here. We need front nut. What else do we need? We got spoke. We need spokes, but I have spokes. We'll go ahead and write it down. I think I need front and rear, which I have from our friends at Tusk right over there. I've got new levers, brake pedal, all that good stuff, all in here. Massive thank you to Rocky Mountain ATV and all of our sponsors. We have Mako 360 to put on this, all kinds of things. So we have those things. Parts-wise, that's getting pretty good because we're going to put this thing together with these older plastics on it for now. And we'll talk about whether or not we're going to do all new plastics before the giveaway. Probably, I don't know. We may not because it's kind of cool looking. Ewan's stuff looks really nice. I might take his numbers off and things like that, but I think the rest of it looks good. I've got handlebars for it. Oh, let's go ahead and put tires on here because we are going to get brand new tires for it. Our next video is going to be installing, let's see, I'm looking at this thing, just kind of make sure I get actually what I'm going to do, so I'm not messing around. So yeah, the next video is going to be installing the airbox, the subframe, the tank, the handlebars, the throttle, all the ancillary stuff and getting this thing started. Next video, guys, I'm going to have all those parts here. We're going to get the clutch cable on here, handlebars on here, throttle on here. We're going to get oil in it. Going to get coolant in it. Going to get a chain on it. Going to get all the things ready for this thing to actually run. And then we're going to fire it up and ride it. And at least like kind of a break-in, just putt around, not probably out in the dirt, but just up and down the road here. Make sure it's all good and happy. And then after that, we'll do the finishing touches and everything like that. And all this while you guys can be entering to win this machine. So make sure you go over to highland-cycles.com. Check out all the rules for entry. Again, remember you can purchase things at Rocky Mountain ATV MC through our link. You got to use our link. And no, there's not a great way to tell if it actually worked, except for that if you used our link to get there, whether or not you already had a cart or anything like that, it does work. So, and we'll be keeping track of all of that. And every $10 you spend there will get you an entry to win this thing. So make sure you guys do that. Make sure you guys get entered. I'm really excited about it. It finally is actually looking like a motorcycle now. I know it's taken forever. Sorry about that, but we are on track, and I can't wait to get this thing done. Get out, test it, ride it, get my kid on it, let him ride it, see how he likes the 144 and all that stuff, and then we're going to give this sucker away. So I love you guys. We'll see you on the next one.